Good morning, Preston County. Welcome to the fourth broadcast of Night's News Today.
We're recording from Studio 316 under the direction of Mrs. Ryan.
We're your co-anchors Jacob Fields
and Jeremy Hovetter. And now for the rest of your morning announcements. It's no secret how much pride our school has for its CTE programs. However, the Department of Education recently declared our school #1 in the state in terms of career readiness programs. For a student body that puts so much effort into their CTE classes, this certification serves as further gratification of our efforts here at the high school. From the Pro Start program to our nursing classes to our mechanics classes to our Cisco programs, in the words of Dr. Pashik, we've got some great things going on here at Preston High.
However, some out-of-state colleges do not recognize these valid said credits. In-state schools such as Pierpont and WV will gladly recognize the credits throughout these courses. Students with the opportunity to get a taste of college life without even stepping a foot onto campus. While the CTE students will be working on their simulated workplace, the AP courses will gladly be working on their advanced placement classes.
However, CTE is not the only programs involved in our career preparations at the high school. There are also AP classes preparing students for college and work-related life. Such classes include AP Psychology, AP Literature and Composition, and AP Calculus, among others. These classes work to prepare students for the difficulties of college classes while also earning them college credits if they get at least a 3 on the end of the year AP exam. Each class has their own exam.
Assistant Principal Steve Plum oversees the CTE section of the school. Recently, the State Board of Education brought the experts to evaluate the effectiveness of our brand new simulated work system. While Plum has not received the full report on the audit back from talking to the officials, he seems pleased with the results.
Well, I actually kind of know what it's going to say, because the way they do the inspection is a guy from the State Department 2 weeks ahead of the inspection, he calls some local business owners. Like for auto mechanics, he brought in 3 guys from Victory Chrysler Dodge. And from carpentry, he brought someone in from the carpentry union, someone in from the electrical union out of Clarksburg. So, I mean, he has the local experts inspecting our companies. And he basically told us he was, I talked to him on the phone a couple days ago, and then I talked to several of the guys in the hall, the inspectors. They were very impressed. They said we're among the best they've seen in the state, and as far as simulated workplace companies, and they were extremely impressed with 2 areas, would be electricity trades with Mr. Cox, and then the entire business education department. They were very impressed in those 2 areas.
Also, a large change coming with the new drug test system going on with the CTE wing.
To be drug tested. So if they're, say they test 31 time, they're in a simulated workplace company now. If they test 31 time, they basically get put on light duty. They're still in the class. Let's take carpentry, for example. They're still in carpentry, but we're not going to let them run heavy equipment. We're not going to let them run a saw. They can't run any machinery, not even a hammer. Light duty means they're going to be sorting nuts and bolts and sweeping the floor. The student would then, it's a student and parents' responsibility to go to rehab. Rehab is mandatory. They have to pay for it, not us. When they're done with rehab, they come back and show us a paper that they completed, a certificate that they completed rehab, and they ask us to retest them. If they test clean that time, they're reinstated fully back in the simulated workplace company. There are no records of this dirty drug test. The only person that knows about it is the instructor and myself. It's not sent to the police, it's not sent to the court system, their job, anywhere like that. So if they test dirty and people find out about it, it's because they told. Now, the only problem with that is if you test dirty a second time, then you have to go to guidance and get your schedule changed. You are out of CTE. So 1 dirty test, you're on light duty. 2 dirty tests, you're out. Now, the only exception is the nursing program. It's 1 and done there. 1 dirty test and you're done. Because we're putting you out into the clinics and the nursing homes and you have access to drugs.
There's also AP classes preparing students for work-related life.
On Monday, April 3rd, there will be a 2-hour early out for all students. There will be no shuttle buses and no Project Isaac. Please wear blue on Tuesdays during Autism Awareness Month through the whole month of April. Skills USA participants need to get in their resumes to Mr. John as soon as possible, and midterm is on April 6th.